As we continue to look into the future, we know the needs are critical. We know that the church is going to have opportunity like none other to serve those in their communities. And that's going to make the opportunities for Redemptive Compassion to be vital. We need Redemptive Compassion. We need the training. We need to be equipping our affiliates, our communities, our churches to understand what God calls us to. The holistic help, it's more than food. It's more than the bed. It's more than diapers. Those are part of it, but it's so much more than that. And so what are ways we can capitalize that and equip more leaders in Redemptive Compassion to help spread the message? Because it can't be the best kept secret.
As the only Love Inc. affiliate in the Denver metropolitan area and serving a community that represents about 350,000 people and hundreds of churches, what we've understood is that Love Inc. has the responsibility to be that voice and that invitation for the churches to step into relational redemptive compassion that can share Christ's love and truly change a life and move our partner churches and the churches in the community from what we call chronic charity, just giving and giving without seeing God's result and kingdom work, to redemptive compassion and truly changing lives.
When I started to learn more about redemptive compassion and affirming potential, I started trying to look for applications in my own thought process, and I thought, boy, this works better. This was made for the cities. You've got real need for changes, for transformations to take place in people's lives. The issues, the need for change, for real transformation, that's pervasive on the east side of Cleveland and parts of the west side of Cleveland. Baltimore is that way as well. Detroit is that way. I really do see this as God's solution for cities.
As we have gone through Redemptive Compassion, it has been a great tool to talk to the church about what biblical holistic help looks like. What I'm excited about is now we have another piece to connect Redemptive Compassion and the families that walk through our door together, and that's affirming potential. It's one thing being built upon another, and is all biblical holistic help. It is helping people be able to dream again and hope again and understanding that they are created in the image of God. So do we love people so much that we're willing to take that conversation out into the world? Need has to be addressed differently, and the church is the catalyst to address that need differently.
So over the last several years, Love in the Name of Christ of Treasure Valley has hosted countless trainings for Love Inc. National and for affiliates. And hundreds of people have traveled to Nampa. And so I think it's neat to see how God can take perhaps a place that doesn't come to the top of the list of where people are going to go to in an unassuming place, but once people are there, they never forget it.
With Love Inc. and with Redemptive Compassion, I think we're looking at something, quite frankly, that's historic. The early stages of a solution that God is bringing to a much older and larger problem, which is the country, but also restoring the church to His original intent in terms of us being the agent for all of that. So like I said, I believe that this is something pretty historic.
When I first started to go out and teach Redemptive Compassion, I realized that it can't be sufficiently taught. It has to be caught. And the way that it is caught is for them to just come and kind of live and breathe it and see it. And so it's been a joy to be able to infect other communities, and they can go back and spread it. And Redemptive Compassion is spreading across the nation because they catch it.